Now time for one of our favorite games here on The Jump. Say it with me. Come on.
Something,
nothing,
or everything. You didn't even say it right.
We need to work on starting Jimmy Butler. There may be some consternation in the Wolves locker room. I almost said Bulls there. Look at me. But some of his teammates must love him because they hooked up Tyus Jones last night.
Look at Tyus. He's like, this is how I roll. This is how I roll.
Tyus was looking for a flight to see his brother Trey's first game with Duke. He couldn't find one. Jimmy chartered him a private jet. They were going to go together. Jimmy couldn't go in the end. He sent Tyus anyway on his own. He talked about the gesture at the game.
The fact that you're here is pretty amazing because you are with the Timberwolves and you're going to play the Lakers tomorrow, but your boy Jimmy Butler loaned you the plane to get here to see your brother. What can you say about Jimmy's gesture?
That's my guy. That's my guy. Very selfless, and he was actually supposed to be here. Something came up, but he told me to go anyways, and so yeah, nice of him.
Shout out Laura Rutledge.
Shout out to JD.
She was sitting in Jimmy's seat, Laura was.
So is this something, nothing, or everything?
This is everything. I mean, Jimmy looking out for his little brother like that. You know, charting a plane, which I'm sure is well over $50,000.
I want you to know that I just a few minutes ago asked Jimmy how much it cost. That was a Wolves shoot-around, and he told me $9. Do you think that's accurate? Should I fact-check that?
You might want to fact-check that.
I charter sometimes, and I know going coast to coast, there ain't no damn $9.
Well, I was going to say, that's the thing that sometimes people don't think about.
It was $9 for the jar of nuts on the plane.
Right, exactly, on the plane. But you need a larger plane for gasoline.
Yes, that's no small hop. Taj Gibson was negotiating with Jimmy where to fly him, as long as he's
taking... respect, though. I mean, I respect that because, I mean, obviously, he doesn't have that type of money to make that trip like that, to get there and back. So you got to charter a plane to see your little brother play on the big stage like he did last night. So shout out to Jimmy for loaning that plane to him.
Does this have any mileage in the Wolves locker room?
Yeah, it's got 4 hours worth of jet time mileage.
And he's not even the highest paid player on the team.
Jimmy Butler is not.
Oh, wow. I think he knows.
Not even number 2.
You know, look, I don't think all of the Wolves are real thrilled with Jimmy right now, but this was a beautiful gesture, and taken on its own, why can't we just say a beautiful gesture? And I got to tell you, Jimmy was in a great mood this morning. He didn't
show up because he had general soreness. That's why he didn't make that trip.
He was at practice.
I'm just saying, Jimmy. You know, I had to throw that out there.
All the more reason not to take the flight. You don't want to get stiff on the plane.
Yeah. Recovering from general soreness. We got it.
Let's go to Dunk Wars season debut. This is one of our favorite shows last year.
It's only the first week of November.
Dude, it was early this year. The Cleveland Cavaliers, after 2 games.
Well, did you see this game last night?
Last night, Duke dismantled Kentucky 118-84. Freshman sensation Zion Williamson and scored 28 points, 11 of 13 shooting. R.J. Barrett pouring in 33 points, the most ever by a Duke freshman in a season opener. So, something, nothing, or everything for the NBA looking at these guys.
Well, first of all, to everybody out there, I didn't go to college, but if I was going to college, I was going to Kentucky, right? Let's get that out the way. I was going to Kentucky. However, I signed up for this show not to talk about college basketball, so this is nothing.
It is not nothing.
I talk NBA basketball.
Which has nothing to do with his allegiances to Kentucky.
Are you kidding me? This is everything. This might be one of the most fun college teams to watch during the season ever. We didn't mention Cameron Reddish on here. And when I talk to scouts,
All-Star game.
I mean, okay, people know that Zion Williamson and R.J. Barrett is one thing about R.J. Barrett, he has been delivering on the big stage for a long time. At the U19 World Championships, at the McDonald's All-American game, I wasn't surprised at all. But this other player that we didn't even show anything of there, Cameron Reddish, who scouts love, has a 7-foot wingspan. They got 3 guys. It's not out of the realm of possibility they could go 1, 2, 3, but certainly maybe in the top 5. And I know that Duke was ranked 4th because the voters weren't sure how they were going to all play together because the entire team was
all-stars.
But that team is as impressive as I've ever seen a college team.
And the NBA is watching. From one beatdown to another last night, the Nets blew out the Suns in Phoenix, and the Suns faithful booed their own team at the start of the game. Take a listen. I mean, on the court. Take a listen.
But they are struggling. Well, got to shake this one off. Learn from it. But look forward to a raucous crowd on Thursday. A lot of green in here from Boston. Got to send them home sad.
I meant to say the end of the game, but I got confused because last year they were getting booed at the start of games. Devin Booker scoring 20 points, made just 6 of 21 shots after the game. He talked about getting booed, and here was his quote: I would be doing the same thing if I was here. I understand it. At the same time, we need to fix it, at least show effort. I think that's what they want to see, and we never gave that. Something, nothing, or everything, Brian.
Let me tell you why this is nothing, because we've been hearing stuff like this about the Suns for years now. Devin just said last year, this is going to be the last year where I don't make the playoffs. I got news for you. He's not going to make the playoffs this year either.
And you can't go nowhere because you signed a big deal.
Yep.
Well, you know, he's got to sign that deal. I don't blame him for taking the money, but...
No, but Tracy's right.
Yeah.
You sign the name on the dotted line and you take that money. That's not saying you have to stay there forever. You can never ask for a trade, but he just signed it this summer.
I'm going off based off his quote.
Yeah.
Him saying that he's, this is his last year not making the playoffs. Well, only way you change that is in a Suns uniform.
Right.
And do you think with this, we showed the tank wars, obviously the Suns are not going into this season intending to tank. They want this young combo of Ayton and Booker to pick up some wins, Josh Jackson, some of the other guys there. Do you think they're going to be competing?
Oh, y'all are so wrong.
Top 3 letters?
At least
Look at the young Mike Miller.
Listen.
And a young Doc Rivers.
Young Mike Miller.
Younger Doc Rivers.
No, that first clip was the last year in Orlando where we only won like 19 or 21 games. We were awful. But at least I led the league in scoring. I mean, the fans came to see some excitement.
That's true.
Absolutely.
I mean, if Devin Booker, if you guys are going to stink like that, give them a show. This is a young team. I don't expect much. I didn't expect much coming into this season. I don't expect much throughout, this whole entire season from this.
In all honesty, I thought the Suns' top end this year, I thought a good season for them was if they finished 10th or 11th.
Right.
Now, like the Kings, I thought the Kings were going to be dead last. The Kings are showing their improvement. The Kings are doing what you would hope the Suns would do.
But it took them years, just like it's taking Phoenix.
But Phoenix has had a lot of lottery picks. A lot of lottery picks.